Traditional conservatives like Tim Pool give men horrible advice when they suggest men to be traditional men to modern women. This video went viral when a woman said that a man must pay a minimum of $200 for the first date. Men all over social media raised sword and shield for Sparta. Hold! But out of nowhere, the two red-blooded conservative men said no, the woman is right. Even the Tate brothers got in on it. Are conservative men leading men astray by suggesting that they still be traditional in this modern world? I'll offer a simple solution to that problem in the end, but for right now, let's see what that modern woman had to say.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
I feel like if I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200. A minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does a man get in return for that?
My presence?
What, aren't you having his presence within you already?
I hear you, but no. No. I mean, like, I'm here to get to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200.
Yeah, because
minimum.
Yeah, because
just because you have to do your makeup.
Because I have to. Okay, so we're gonna do the math. My moisturizer is $400. My eye cream is $300. My serum is like another $300. My makeup, not included. So if I have to spend, that's my money. I'm spending my money on these products. I'm going to use these products.
Who are you using them for, though?
For myself.
Okay.
But I'm going to use these products and I'm going to show up because it's not like I'm going to show up in sweats.
The man doesn't owe you anything if you're just getting to know each other.
If you're inviting me out, you owe me a date.
No, she is right. Tristan Tate was tweeting about it and he said, she's right. And people are giving him flack for this. And he's like, no way. And I've seen a bunch of other guys actually point out she is correct. And I will say it right now, dude. If you think it is simping because because this woman says she wants a minimum of $200 spent on a date. Sorry. I mean, like, let's take the conservative perspective on this one. Women don't work. No, I'm talking like 100 years ago. A man wants to take a woman out to a nice dinner at a local diner or restaurant or something like this. 100 years ago, traditional gender roles. The woman is going to put in effort to be beautiful, to be attractive, to be worthy of this man's hard work. There's like a lot of people on the right who are like, you're a simp. I said the woman is correct. And I got responses, you're a simp. I'm a simp because I think women who try to, I think this woman is correct. And she says she should try to be attractive for her man and her man should provide for her. That's simping? Yo, that's like conservatism.
Nowhere in there did she say be attractive for her man. She's literally out with her female friend right now, ironically being interviewed in the streets. She belongs to the streets. She adorned herself in what I would consider to be more suggestive clothing, which she would probably wear on the date, and she's still simultaneously wearing the same expensive makeup to go club hopping. And fielding offers from guys who get to approach her and get rejected for free. The only difference in the guy that takes her out on a $200 date is he had to pay $200 to get rejected by the woman who's currently being sexually active with a man who probably didn't have to spend $200 on the first date, if it was a first date, to gain access to her bottomless pit.
But it is unfair to criticize a woman because she prioritizes status, means, and wealth. That is humanity. Women looking for strong men and men looking for beautiful women. It's not absolute. It's not always. But I have tremendous respect for the nature of humanity.
As do I, but it is a failure of conservative men when we don't recognize the difference between a woman seeking those things for traditional reasons that result in long-term family security versus a woman seeking the plurality of men to fund her temporary good times with little to no return on the investment for the men. Now, before we get back to Tim Pool and move on to Tristan Tate, who also weighed in on this, the best example of what I'm explaining is this other woman who went viral explaining why she doesn't accept coffee dates. Notice in this 8-second clip how many $200 dates she goes on per week.
They're trying to get at you for less than $20. Okay, so the pharmacist tried to give me a coffee date on a Friday. Saturday, a surgeon took me to a beautiful dinner with a view. The next day after that, this other man took me to this food event where
Yeah, okay. Some of these just take him out for coffee dates, and you just saw why. Went on like 3 to 4 back-to-back dates talking about spend money on me. Yo, she got every dude who's in the area subsidizing her meal plan. That's crazy. And then spending hundreds of dollars on her every weekend. The entitlement of these women.
And then after,
Hey!
then she link up with none of them? No.
Yeah, she's just cycling through
She's
these.
just
Hey, I'm
cycling.
hungry. Hey, I'm hungry, stupid.
These women are advocating for $200 speed dates. It is nothing traditional about that. And as a conservative man, you are not obligated in the least bit to be traditional to these modern women. She had 3 men lined up, and if the surgeon didn't hold the line on that coffee date that she rejected, she would have had 3 $200 dates in 1 week. If a man dated like this woman, that would cost him $600 a week. That's $31,000 a year just to be in the presence of a woman to see if she likes you. But even if we reduce it to 1 date per week, that's $200 per week. So even if you make $70,000 a year, after taxes, you end up netting $1,000 per week. So that $200 a week would be 20% of your weekly net income to invest in women using the language of traditionalism to get you to part ways with your money to fund their modern good times. When money from the investor is used to fund the lifestyle of the investee, with slim to no chance of the investor receiving return on that investment, that's called a Ponzi scheme.
Clown World is a page I really like on X, and I shared a clip, and a lot of people are coming at me, so I'm gonna set the record straight now that I'm on my cigar night. It's a black dude with a microphone walking around Miami, and he's saying to a girl, "Hey, girl, what's the minimum a man should spend on the first date?" And she's like, "Well, I used all my products, I got ready, I did my makeup, I don't know, $200." And everyone's clowning this chick, and Clown World shared it. And I agree with 99% of what Clown World say. I think I follow them, they follow me, we share each other's stuff. But I actually don't think that woman did anything wrong. I don't think that woman said anything wrong. She's not grossly obese. She's not overtly ugly. She's not overtly unattractive. She seems like a relatively attractive woman. She doesn't seem outlandish or insane or wild in her ways. She's dressed very nicely. She's obviously put a lot of time into her preparation. You know, it's not so much about $200 being a set figure, but let me tell you something. Women deserve effort when you take them on dates. And when you take women places, they do deserve effort. Because as much as I look amazing tonight in my Savile Row tailored suit with my Rolex watch on, my alligator shoes, my thinning hair, but still average hair. Give myself average for hair. As good as I look, it took me about 4 minutes from getting out of the shower to get ready. Hair gel, shirt, jacket, pants, shoes, watch. Done. That's it. You know, men should always pay for dates. One, never 50-50. Because the man is always the one asking the woman out. You, as a young man going on a date, are trying to get a woman, usually, to give up the most sacred thing that she has. You, if you're going out to date on a woman, no matter how honest you are, you can be a good Christian man, in which case you're looking for more. You want her hand in marriage eventually. You want her to bear your children. That's what a first date is. It is an interview for the most important thing a woman could possibly give you. She is interviewing you, and you have asked for that opportunity. To think $200 is too much, and that's obscene and insane for a woman to want to go out on a date where maybe the dinner's kind of nice. She has a few glasses of wine. After the 3 hours she's put in getting ready, shaving her legs, all the shit that women do, the eyelash thing, I don't even know what it's called, the contouring makeup, all the shit women go through. And all the attention they get to think, okay, this is the guy, I've picked him of all the men who have asked me, because that girl isn't bad looking, she probably gets asked all the time. He's going to take me out. And to think that he shouldn't be willing to spend $200 because that's insane, I think is stupid, personally. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think women have bought their values in their own way. When you're out in town and you're sitting with a 10 out of 10 beautiful woman, people stop and stare at you. Wow, Twisted Tate's a G. Who's that chick? Oh, who's this guy? Because his girl's a 10 out of 10. They're bringing value. Pay for the fucking dinner. And you could call me a simp if you want for saying that men should pay for dates. Yeah, men should pay for dates. I think women should change diapers. I think men should change tires. I'm not a simp. I'm just a bit old school.
In one context, what he said made perfect sense. But in another context, what he said was quite insidious. And I'll explain why in a second. Now, what I'm about to say here, I can forgive Tim Pool for not knowing or understanding this, but I can't forgive Tristan Tate. Why? This man, according to people that have been around him, has a rotation of 30 or so women around him at all times eating out of his hand. When you reach that level of status as a man that the Tates have reached, you get to see behind the curtain. You know what these women are. And there's nothing conservative or traditional about them. So when we follow this logic all the way home, what is being suggested here is that the women that the Tate brothers pump and dump, they are requesting that the men that fund them, either through clicks and views or direct monetary contributions, be upstanding traditional men to these same women, which opens the door for the women to do to those men what is essentially the female equivalent of a pump and dump, where she dumps you after you pump your money into her via whining and dining and entertainment. If a man leads with expensive dates, then the woman is in the position of power because she has gotten a good time out of him without having to do anything to earn it. But the solution for men, because that's who we're supposed to be advocating for, I thought, is to keep the price down in the beginning. Because if the guy keeps the price low in the beginning and build up to more expensive outings after the man has determined that that particular woman is worth more expensive outings, that puts the man in the position of power to decide which woman will get the modern dating hookup culture and which woman will get traditional masculine provision. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want more.